All right, y'all. 1992. Jordan. Just the playoffs. They beat the Lakers in the first championship. It was the second championship against Portland. An entire playoffs, Jordan averaged 34.5 points, 6 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 2.0 steals, and then 0.7 blocks. The Lakers. Let's see what they played in the first round. They played the Heat in the first round. Miami Heat. It was a 5-game series again. Jordan went crazy, man. Uh, Game one, they beat the Heat in Miami. They had Brian Shaw. I think they had Glenn Rice. I forgot what their center was, Cycli or something like that. But it was a first round matchup. You was first place. The 8th place team not gonna be great, So, Jordan game one in Miami. Jordan had 46 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and a block. He did have 5 turnovers though, but he still shot 21 for 34. That's well over 50%. And then the Heat, they played the Heat again. Game two, Jordan had 33 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. He didn't get no blocks that game though. 4 turnovers again though. 4 turnovers. So he had 9 turnovers the first 2 games. And then game three, Jordan, just a closeout game because it was only a 5-game series. Jordan had 56 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. I seen that whole game because it was on that classic channel or whatever. So I seen that whole game. Jordan put up 56. He went crazy. Then they played the Knicks in the second round after beating them the year before. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This was a 7-game series. Game one, Jordan had 31. They lost. And then game two in New York, Jordan had 27, 6, and 5. And then they played the Knicks again in game three. It was at New York. The first 2 games was in Chicago. Then Jordan had 32 and then 29 back-to-back at Madison Square Garden. But they won one, lost one. So it was 2-2. Game five, they played the Knicks in Chicago. Jordan had 37. Then he had a bad game in game 6. In New York, they lost 100-86. So they basically got beat bad. I think it must have been they put their bench in or something. But it was a blowout basically. Jordan had 7 turnovers. He only had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and he shot 9 for 25. Jordan, that was one of his worst games this playoffs. But everybody had them games, bro. And then game 7, Jordan came back and they destroyed the Knicks 110-81 in Chicago. Jordan had 42 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. 15 for 29, so he shot over 50%. Then the Eastern Conference Finals, they played the Cavaliers. They was battle tested by then because they already played the Knicks already in 7. So they beat the Cavaliers 4-2. So Jordan had, I'm going to just do points. He had a lot of rebounds. He had 6, then 11, 6, 5, 3, 8. So he averaged like 7 rebounds a game. On the Cavaliers, Jordan had 33 for game 1. They won. Game 2, they lost. He had 20. He shot 7 for 22. That was a bad game. And then 36 points against the Cavaliers. They won. Then they lost to the Cavs. Jordan had 35. And then game 5 was in Chicago. Jordan had 37. And then game 6 in Cleveland, Jordan had 29 points. But he shot 10 for 27, though. He had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. And then they beat them 4-2. And then the 1992 finals, they played people remember this. Game 1 against Portland. Just the team that had Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Clyde Drexler, what's the power forward? Cliff Robinson, Duckworth, I forgot his first name. I had to go back and watch these games. I seen this whole game too. Jordan had 39 points. He had 35 in the first half. That's the shoulder shrug game when he was shrugging his shoulders, when he kept making everything. Jordan actually hit, how many threes he hit? He had 6. No, Jordan had 6 out of 10 threes. Basically, I think they all was in the first half. But Jordan had 39 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists. Then game 2, they lost in overtime. Jordan had 39, 5, and 10. And then they beat Portland 26. Jordan had 26, 7, and 4, and 3 steals. And he shot 11 for 22. That was an efficient game. Then they lost to Portland. This is 2-3-2 for them. They in Portland for game 4. Jordan had 32, 5, and 6. They lost. And then game 5 at Portland, Jordan showed up. Man, see how Jordan do? It's 2-2. They don't want to go back to Chicago down 3-2. So Jordan put up 46 points, and they beat them handily. And Jordan had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 14 for 23. And then game 6, closeout game, Jordan had 33 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 13 for 24. Shot 50% again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the 6 games, Jordan shot 50% in the finals. So When it come time to make threes, Jordan went 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for. He went 12 for 28 from the 3-point line. So it's over 33% for sure. So it's like 38% probably. So Jordan knocked his free throws down. 1 for 1 in game 1, 7 for 9, 4 for 4, 8 for 8, 16 for 19, 5 for 5. Like, Jordan was so clutch, man. That was the finals. So yeah, 1992 championship run for Jordan. They beat the Heat 3-0. Then they beat the Knicks 4-3. Then they beat the Cavaliers 4-2. And then they beat the Blazers 4-2. So only won 7-game series against the Knicks, but the Knicks are always tough to beat.